help your body internally, because the AC is not always very healthy. It's also worth noting that you should absolutely use the night cool air to just refresh your home, open the windows. But there is that kind of heat when this doesn't work either, and you can still help your body with hydration, and it's very important to keep healthy this way during the summer. We would like to thank Hungarian Telecom for providing a professional studio in Budapest and supporting the work of podcasters in Hungary.
I'm Ágnes Gárdonyi, freelancer in journalism and communication. I mainly cover culture, science, and sustainability. You can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook.
And I am Karolina Czakó. I'm a communication and sustainability consultant. As a freelancer, I work across countries, the EU. I'm based in Hungary. You can turn to me for non-ESG related sustainability projects and also communications and PR. And feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or on the AK Campus podcast Gmail address as well, which you can find in the About section.
In this episode of our mini-series, we're talking about how to stay healthy in the heat without making it complicated. We'll share what we like to eat and drink that's actually enjoyable, like cold soups, salads, fruits, cold teas, and infused waters that help with hydration. We recommend real things that work and taste good. If you're dealing with a hot summer and want to feel good without it becoming a boring chore, this is for you. What cold foods like soups, salads, or fruits are both enjoyable and help with hydration in the heat?
I really like making gazpacho and fruit salads for food, or just enjoying a cool watermelon. Any soup is great because they make a very hydrating food or foods, and I really like Finnish fish soup. I know it's a outlier because it's a warm soup, but it's very convenient because it needs less attention, so there is no need to stay in the kitchen for long, and it cooks pretty fast. I have a recipe that basically just has to layer the ingredients, put it in water, and then put it on a stove, and it's done in 20 minutes later, and it really works that way. It's not complicated. Actually, all the recipe or the foods that we are going to mention, you can just look it up online and you will find variations of it. So we're not going to go into recipes that much in this episode.
What drinks, from cold teas to infused waters, are good for staying healthy without just drinking plain water all day?
I really like lemonade, and with some other flavor like cucumber. Water infusion works with other fruits too. It works pretty well. And it just makes it a lot more fun that you have some choices. And as we discussed, it's important to eat fruits, so why not combine it with some infusion?
What are some easy cold meals to make at home that help feel good when it's really, really hot?
I like tomato-based gazpacho and also salmorejo, which is also tomato-based. These are the best for me, and I also like cold cut meats or smoked fish with vegetables and some bread. So you just have to cut things up and you don't need to bake or cook anything. So it's very convenient.
And also how to stay hydrated with other non-alcoholic drinks and not just water.
Yes, you have a good point. It's not a good idea to drink alcohol when it's very hot. Same goes for coffee. You don't want to drink beverages in general that dehydrate you. There are teas and herbs that can be made into teas. They are great to make instead of buying packaged beverages. It's also a good way to reduce waste. And you can find several non-tea options as well. And it's better also in terms of waste management to not always buy beverages from the shop, but you actually make tea and you just put just enough sugar, just enough whatever sweetener that you want, and you don't rely on store-bought products.
And what are your favorite summer drinks that help with hydration and keep you healthy without feeling boring?
I'm a tea lover. I keep many types of teas at home. One of my favorites is ginger with mint. It's very refreshing, so is jasmine green tea. Matcha is great served cold. You are not supposed to boil it anyway because it ruins the taste. I always keep some ice cubes in the fridge for water and infused water or other beverages. Of course, I drink a lot of water, just normal water too, and sometimes I infuse it with fresh fruits. It's worth to get an infuser so it's easy to remove and clean. So you just have a water bottle and then the infuser, and you just take out the infuser and then you just throw out whatever vegetables you have in there, or you can also eat them if they're in that condition.
I would share my own experience on this. For years, I knew that it was summer because I could buy iced coffee with vanilla ice cream at coffee shops. Also, I would like to ask you your take on what do you think about eating and drinking hot beverages and soups in summer.
I'm not a medical expert, but I did watch some videos where also just lay people try to see how they feel after both drinking a cold beverage and a hot beverage. And the results were very similar. So like the only real difference is that if you take a hot beverage, then your body doesn't have to make it hotter. So because when it goes in, if you drink cold water, your system has to make sure that it keeps your body temperature warm, so it warms it up to your body temperature, to my understanding. Versus we can see it in many Middle Eastern cultures that they drink hot or warm tea, and that doesn't put this kind of strain on your body, and the tea arrives warm into your body, and it also works for them. But I personally prefer a combination of them. So I would prefer to drink cold water sometimes and then tea other times.
Thank you for sharing your experience, Karolina. And I hope we were able to give some really useful tips to our listeners how to survive the hotter and hotter summers in the following years.
Yes, and also how to help your body internally, because the AC is not always very healthy. It's also worth noting that you should absolutely use the night cool air to just refresh your home, open the windows. But there is that kind of heat when this doesn't work either, and you can still help your body with hydration, and it's very important to keep healthy this way during the summer, because dehydration can be dangerous, especially with advanced age.
That was it for today's episode. You've been listening to AK Compass, guiding listeners through evolving ideas, directions. I'm Ágnes Gárdonyi.
And I'm Karolina Czakó. Subscribe, rate, review if you'd like to support us. Thank you for listening.